So I just booked a call with this prospect named Kevin here, and I'm going to give you a breakdown A to Z, exactly how I went from him reaching out and commenting on a lead magnet of mine to booking a call with me for my coaching program. So as you can see here, he booked a call with us 22 hours ago, and here I am doing the breakdown. So he wanted a he wanted a lead magnet that I posted, so he DM'd me. Framework, looking forward to connecting. He wanted the framework that I posted on LinkedIn. I'm like, hey, here's this asset that I have, comment a keyword to get it. He actually reached out to me, took it a step further and commented. Cool. Doesn't really how the conversation started, because I'm going to break down step by step how we converted it into a sales call, and this is going to be applicable for any kind of conversation. Inbound lead, someone that you reach out to hold on LinkedIn after connecting, right? Someone that reaches out to you asking for a lead magnet, doesn't matter. Everything's going to be applicable here. He reached out, framework, looking forward to connecting. I said, hey, Kevin, you wanted my framework, right? So I'm just reinsuring that he wanted a framework. And I'm not just focusing on, hey, here's the framework. I follow up and I'm like, you do PPC, right? Pay-per-click stuff, right? With Get Noticed. So I'm rephrasing his offer here, and I'm showing him that I did a little bit of research. I'm on his profile, okay? And that I know his company name and that I know his niche. And I ask him this question to convey that, right? And also to gain clarity on what he's doing. So I open up with a rather ambiguous question, and as you can see, as we keep the conversation going here, it's going to get more and more specific, and I'm going to gain more and more clarity on his situation. Interesting, okay? You do PPC stuff, right? With Get Noticed. Interesting. I'm not being super eager here. I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm trying to gain clarity on what he's doing and convey myself as an authority in his niche and be as relevant as possible and show him that, hey, you need to sell me. I'm going to be playing devil's advocate here, and I'm going to be qualifying you and disqualifying you in this DM conversation. And I'm not going to be easily impressed and needy and try to book a call with you at all costs. All right. Indeed, he said. My brother worked at Google for a few years, by the way. Really cool. You were in Mountain View. So I show him, hey, my brother actually did work at Google. Okay. And he worked at Google. All right. So I find a specific commonality. You try to find commonalities here to connect on a human level, number one, and you be as specific as possible. All right. I could have said my brother worked at Google from 2016 to 19 and been even more specific. That's fine. I don't get everything perfect. It's still fine. We ended up booking a call here. You were in Mountain View. Okay. So I start a business thread, and I start a personal thread, multi-thread conversations. You talk about business and personal at the same time. This builds a connection, number one. And number two, it shows you're not just there to get a sale. All right. No, DC. He was in DC at Google. Hey, here's the actual formula that you wanted. Enjoy that, right? Not being attached to the sale. I'm like, enjoy it. I want to help you out. Okay, you were in DC. Got a good number of friends from the DMV. I find another commonality. And then I'm like, wait, why do you want the framework? Notice my tonality here. Notice my language. Notice how casual I am. All right, looking at LinkedIn to get clients. Obviously, I sell my coaching program. I have my paid community, LinkedIn Client Lab. Or no. Yes, I definitely need clients for my LinkedIn, so I'm gaining clarity here. I have my VA team working on my content now for both LinkedIn and Twitter and building my authority. I've done some impressive things and worked with some cool folks, but my personal brand isn't as big as it should be. Okay, now we're getting into the conversation. We're gaining some clarity on a situation to see if we can even help him, if that aligns with his goals whatsoever. Man, right? I'm showing him that I'm actually listening, and man, like I potentially have something up my sleeve here that I can help you with, right? It's very subtle. Yeah, LinkedIn is incredible if you use it properly, right? Oh, how do I use it properly? I'm invoking curiosity within Kevin here. VAs to manage everything is impossible if you want to actually get real results. So I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm like, hey, what you're doing here is not going to work, and I'm getting specific. So I'm making these authority-building observations that paint me as someone who's been there and done that and can help him at a high level and has helped people just like him at a very high level here, right? By getting specific, not critical thinking and creative enough. Whatever they do in terms of profile content DMs won't be up to snuff, and your prospects will see that. So I'm showing him that, hey, I've done this before, right? And I know that VAs aren't going to be able to build your brand and book you sales calls on LinkedIn. And your prospects won't trust you as a result. Just a heads up. So I'm giving him some friendly advice here where I get pretty damn in depth into his specific situation, and I'm relying on and I'm going back to my experience right? Which frames me as an authority, and also I'm helping him out here for free. So it frames me as someone who's the friendly helper, who's just trying to help him without being attached to a official, like monetary fiscal transaction there being necessary for me to help him. Okay. Boom. I give him my case study slash lead magnet. It's a case study disguised as a lead magnet here. It's very in depth on how I made one of my clients here over $54,000 on LinkedIn in 2 months. Check this out. Goes over my strategy in pretty solid depth. You notice my tonality, pretty solid depth. Very, very casual, but I maintain high level of competence. All right. At Terrence Crews, I link him to make it more tangible for him. Right? Hey, this person on LinkedIn, you can click this, you can go to Terrence's profile, made 54K plus in 2 months with our approach. One of many. We had many clients and community members that did this. So I add the value here, and the value is encompassed in with social proof. 54K in 2 months. You click this, and there's a bunch of social proof here on the actual lead magnet page as well. Right? So you jump in here, and you create these lead magnets to where they have a ton of social proof. Join 124 plus founders signing 2 to 5 clients a month. Member wins. It's like, oh shit, this person helped this marketing agency go from 50 to 80K a month in 30 days. This person helped this person book 140 calls and 90K plus cash collected. This person helped this meta ads agency founder go from 0 to 10K a month, and so on and so forth. And we have a ton of social proof in here. And then the value is sandwiched inside here. And at the bottom, we have that same social proof again. So you want to sandwich your value in between a bunch of social proof. All right, keep going. I don't just drop the lead magnet and that's it. I provide context around it with social proof, with tangible results that I got someone. And then I follow up with a question, gaining more clarity, right? That's related to this asset and that's related to the conversation. What type of clients are you going after? Tell me. So I'm really controlling the conversation here. My frame is boom. All right. Not every ICP is on here. I'm disqualifying, right? I'm like, hey, I can't help everyone, right? You have to be this specific type of person with this type of qualification. Not every ICP is on here. So maybe if your ICP is not on here, I cannot help you. That's what's implied. So what that does is it frames me as someone who genuinely wants to help my prospect and is not going to take their money if my service or product is not a good fit for them. All right. And also it frames me as someone who's non-needy and who's detached from the sale, right? It won't be pushy on a sales call. All this stuff transfers onto your sales call. Why do you think the VAs can't handle it? Not smart enough, even if they use ChatGPT scripts, blah, blah, blah. If a convo hits the DMs, I just manage that myself. And then I asked him, what type of clients are you going after? He says B2B tech and SaaS. We also service e-com clients, but not actively targeting them. Okay. Okay. E-com and tech SaaS. I'm mirroring what he's saying to show him that I'm actually listening. And then I dropped him a quick little voice message here. And I said, I recommend dropping e-com and just going tech SaaS. So I'm drawing from my experience. E-com is a tough niche on LinkedIn. You can make it work, but it's significantly tougher than these other niches that he's in. It'll be so much more fruitful for you going after tech and SaaS and only sell to one niche on here. So if you go B2B SaaS, don't try to sell to e-com too. So I'm literally giving him so much value in this conversation, right? By giving him tangible, specific advice related to his situation. All right. And I'm framing myself as someone who's just trying to help, but also has the knowledge and ability to be able to help through social proof and through this authority building advice here. Makes sense, right? I want him to say yes. I'm getting his buy-in here. I'm starting the yes ladder. I'm getting him to say yes and yes and yes. Hey, let's work together. $10,000 for my coaching program. Yes. Okay, so I'm starting that a little bit here. And I also want to see that he's listening. All right, and he understands. If he doesn't understand, hey, I can provide more clarity. Right, so I'm showing genuine care for the prospect by gaining clarity and making sure he understands it. And if not, I can go and explain it further. What's your client acquisition goal on here? 2 to 3 clients a month would be good or more. So now we're getting super specific. Like, what are your actual tangible goals? You're taking LinkedIn seriously. You're selling a high ticket service. That's good. 2 for 2 so far, right? This target client is on LinkedIn, B2B tech and SaaS. Huge niche on LinkedIn. 3 for 3. Now what's your actual goal? All right, let me see. You have all the prerequisites. Now let me see if I can actually help you hit your goals. Yeah, I'm not targeting e-com. Just mention that we service them too because our multi-million dollar ad spend campaigns have been there. Great. But B2B is easier for our team to service and less manual. Great. What's your goal on here? 2 to 3 clients or more a month? That would be great. More would too. Okay. Now we're aligned. Right? Now I'm ready to make the pitch. Okay. That makes sense. I'm listening here in a grounded way and like, wow, this could turn into a call, but I'm not getting eager here. I'm not like, wow, that's amazing. I would love to book a call with you and see if I can help you out. Like, no, I'm staying grounded. I'm not getting excited. Right? I've been there. I've done that. I book a bunch of calls. I have a bunch of clients. That's the frame that you want to come from. Okay, I book another call. Fantastic. I don't book this call. Perfectly okay with me. Be detached from the outcome and be non-reactive and stay grounded during your whole conversation. Boom. Now I take a testimonial from someone as similar as possible to Kevin. So this guy, Marcos, we work with him and we helped to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in his agency. So I took his testimonial, a DM that he sent me on X. I literally attached it to the conversation. Hey, here's tangible proof. I'm not just talking out of my ass. Check this out. He just worked with another agency owner. And if he was a PPC agency owner, I would say that to get even more relevant to Kevin. When I say another agency owner, they run different types of agencies, named Marcos, and help those guys make hundreds of thousands of dollars on here, right? Here's a testimonial. Here's social proof. I'm ready to pitch a call now because this guy demonstrated a need. I've conveyed authority around that need and relevance around that need, and I showed him that I'm just trying to help you, and I genuinely care about your well-being. So now when I pitch a call, it's going to be received really well. It's a simple formula, all right? I'm willing to run you through it sometime and see if and how I can help you. I like adding if and how I can help you. You don't want to be too sold in the DMs. You hop on a sales call, you don't know if you can help someone. You might be 50, 75, 80% sure, but you don't know. You're going to qualify them further on the actual sales call to see if your goals really align. And then also if he has a financial, if his financial situation allows him to be helped by you, right? Willing to run you through it sometime. Willing to run you through it sometime. I'm willing. It's like it's his idea and I'm agreeing to it. I'm so detached from the sale. I'm so not pressuring him to jump on a call. Okay? Willing, notice how I phrase that, to run you through it sometime and see if and how I can help you. I'm not sold on being able to help you. If and how I can help you. 2 to 3 new clients a month is a solid goal and realistically achievable specifically in your niche. So I'm bringing it back to his specific situation and I'm like, yeah, a call is going to make sense here because there's a good chance that I can help you out, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's see. All right. I'm always bringing it back to him and I'm conveying the call as value. Hey, here's all this value. Here's what I was able to do. Here's social proof around that. Here's authority building observations and advice around your specific situation and around your goals. Here's a piece of social proof, someone just like you that I helped make a ton of money on here with the formula. And yeah, I'm willing to run you through it sometime and see if and how I can help you. All right, then I'm bringing it back to his goals here. I should have some availability early next week. Want to do that. So I'm so like non-eager. I'm the opposite of eager. I'm so grounded. I want to do a call. But if we don't do a call, my day goes on and I don't get negatively affected whatsoever. So should have some availability early next week. This conveys myself as someone who's busy. All right, and you want to do that. You want to add time constraints to when you pitch a call. Oh, I should have some time, maybe Monday, Tuesday next week. I should have some availability early next week. I probably have a couple spots open on Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, something like that where you do a little bit of a time constraint there. Want to do that? So I'm making the call his idea. I'm like, hey, here's all the value that I have. Here's how it could be relevant to you. All right, I've been there. I've done that. I have the social proof to back it. I have the knowledge to back it. I'd be open to doing a call, but it's completely your decision, and I'm comfortable with a yes, and I'm comfortable with a no. Sure, sounds good. Book this with me. We'll talk. Excited. And then a lot of people have this like automated message when people endorse their skills. Thanks for endorsing me. Of course, ha ha ha. Of course, ha ha ha. I say that for a reason, right? Of course, ha ha ha. It's like it releases and lowers the tension in the conversation. Right? I love saying ha 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 or ha ha ha. That's so funny or whatever. Just lowering the tension and keeping it lighthearted and keeping it fun. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. You don't want to be too serious to where it's like okay, this person's attached to this outcome and he really wanted me on a call and he wants to take my money, keep it low key, keep it fun, keep it humorous. All right, that's going to put the prospect at ease and build trust with them to where it's going to make it easier for them to book a call with you and also eventually sign with you. And also, you're putting good vibes and positive energy out there into the world, and that's going to attract people. People are going to want to be around you if you're fun and humorous and lighthearted. Of course, you take what you do seriously, but you want to balance that. We ended up booking a call with Kevin a few hours after this conversation took place, and this is what I do. And I book hundreds. I book hundreds of sales calls a month for myself, for my clients, and people in LinkedIn Client Lab combined. And this is a really, really good thing to study. Watch this multiple times. Okay. And if you want to work directly with me, put this link in here. Put this link in here. Click this, book a call with me. I have a coaching program called LinkedIn League, where in 90 days, we're going to go out and get you 5 to 10 clients on LinkedIn. Okay. And you're going to build up this lead gen system that's going to be able to run indefinitely. The way we DM is so authentic, it's so genuine, it's so high level. No one DMs like this with this much genuine care for for your prospects, and that's why we book about 1 out of 10 conversations that we start onto sales calls. If you do the math on that, we DM 100 new people a week. You're going to book about 10 sales calls a week, and the cool thing is, it doesn't really take too much time. Right? You're going to book a sales call every 30 to 45 minutes, an hour max if you're slow, of outreach. Okay, so bit.ly/LL consultation. And then if you're not in my community, go to linkedInclientlab.com, where I have amazing content. I have 7-8 hours of masterclasses. I have over 35 DM strategies going super, super in depth. I have amazing resources. We have 4 live calls a month. The lighting here isn't great. We have 4 live calls a month. You go in there, you consume everything, you hop on the trainings, go out, sign 2 to 5 new clients a month on LinkedIn, right? It's $297 a month. Hopefully this helped. Watch it, rewatch it a couple times, go out, DM, get clients. See you on the next one.